Michelli swings that ahead. There's semi-play. Rink wide. Lorentz is in. Takes the shot. Dobish knocks that back into the corner. Lawton trying to play it ahead does. And McMahon with a chip to Easton Cowan. And Matheson cuts him off. Cowan cuts to the middle. McCabe fires right off. Nice stuff by Dobish. And the rebound played to the boards.
Another example of Cowan, just that little extra confidence to hang on to that puck. Good stops and starts, and then McCabe getting the good chance off of it.
Here's Nick Robertson, played by McCabe up to Domi. Over the line, it's Robertson handing it off, and Joshua, his shot muffled there, got another chance, and the jam play on the line is covered by Dobish.
Sort of energy, comes off the bench, gets a good head of steam, and grabs that rebound. Look at how far Dobish was past his post, and that was a good read by Joshua. You see the goaltender about 1.5 feet outside, and he just beats him there. That left pad getting right against that.
Canadiens appear to be responding physically here tonight. Here's Benoit in his 300th NHL game, and William Nylander watched there by Carrier. Down low, gets a return feed from Tavares. Yarncroke's in the slot. Tavares with a chance, backhand, and off the post. It stayed out.
The Montreal defenders look at backing up, so why not just take what you're given? And that goes off the post and off Anderson, and somehow doesn't end up into the net. Oh, it hit the stick. It didn't even hit the post and then bounced down.
The dream matchup if you were a kid, and especially on a Saturday night. Here's McCabe. Is checked into play by Caulfield. Back the other way with Gallagher. And Suzuki. Cole Caulfield hangs on. Suzuki scores! Lane Hudson has the icebreaker tonight.
That just forced to back off the line, creates a little open ice. And here you got Stetcher and Gallagher going hard at each other. And that little spin around by Gallagher, it'll be an interesting decision here for Craig Berube. Do you call goaltender interference? Can you definitively?
Played back to Ekman Larson from Yarncroke. Riley can't come up with that, and it's Dobson in deep. Takes a lap in the Leaf zone. Kick back to Matheson. Watched by Nylander. Dobson ready to fire it. Scores!
On the back door, but now you've got two defenders who are just so mobile. Both Matheson and Dobson circling, supporting each other, and at the end result, look at the screen in front. It's Morgan Riley really standing on the doorstep that gets into the eyes of Joseph Woll. This one's a bit of a knuckle puck, and you could see Woll's reaction. He did not even move or see that puck until he heard it in the net. You got Kapanen.
Down to the final 20 seconds of the power play. Dobson hits Suzuki on this left flank in the middle, and Kapanen whipped it high and wide.
Just can't quite get it. Saucer pass to the middle, and Woll gets a bit of the elbow.
Weren't able to cash enough of them in. Here comes Bobby McMahon. Driving the lane is Lawton. McMahon from a sharp angle. Jack Eye ahead, that's off the stick, and one last chance maybe for Nylander, but he can't get loose. Demidov. Bumped on the play by Tavares. Here's Demidov, and he just misses at the horn.
A 3-on-2 there. Lots of gap between the defenseman and Demidov, and there's the reaction on the bench. A last-second shot. Just
Hermes for Stetcher, and he'll bounce it ahead at center. Kapanen knocks it right back in. Stetcher. McMahon was heading off, and just jumped over the boards and avoided touching that puck. Slavkovsky down low, shot scored! Another one for Noah Dobson.
You don't get the puck in, a bad change, now you're gapped once again. An easy entry, and here's where the problem lies. That easy entry opens up so many lanes. Mermis is tired, he tries to stand up with Slavkovsky, and just a beauty of a touch pass back. You could see the frustration building.
Caulfield cycles out of the corner, the pass in front denied by McCabe. Caulfield, Suzuki. McCabe trying to prevent the pass. Caulfield, Suzuki, bulldog, and Wall's got that.
Great saves by Joseph Wall. A little physicality by McCabe, but then he's late getting back in set. And 1-2 passes later.
Approaching the 8-minute mark of the second period. And it's been all Canadians in the second. Slavkovsky in. Whoa, the stop.
Predictable, and you think, okay, you get the zone, you're going to stop up. Watch, he just takes what he gives. Way to the outside is Mermis there, which opens up that lane. Just one little move to the outside, then gets set for the shot. And
Hudson across. And in front. And Wall stopping Slavkovsky in the slot. Canadians extending the power play opportunity here. It'll be Demidov to the back door. And Wall stopped that.
Taking it by himself, and then pass after pass through the...
Everybody's touched the puck on this sequence as Suzuki trades places, gives it off to Hudson across. It did reach Slavkovsky. They keep it alive for Caulfield. Hudson again. Slavkovsky one time. Oh, what a stop!
Going on Suzuki. Here's the last shot. Hit him right in the side of the mask. And
Dobson. Suzuki unable to one-time that. Not in the wheelhouse. Tap here, right on. Rebound. And he can't.
To left. You got to look to see where the threat is. He gets square to that shot, but a good job in front by Gallagher to keep it alive, and Wall able to get that left pad. Watch how quickly Gallagher's on top of it, but then the left pad just got down in time. Man,
Nylander tied up. In behind the net, lost that puck, and it's Matheson trying to jam it. Gets his own rebound. Back to Carrier. And across to Dobson. Josh Anderson, his shot scores! Up over the shoulder of Wall, and it's 4-0.
And just winning all the puck battles. Wall can't get that one in to stop the play. Jack moves it around, and from a tough angle, you'd see Wall was already down. And I just think partly is just some of the exhaustion. He's expecting maybe a lower shot right off the shoulder, off the...
Flipped ahead, and away goes Savon Benoit. Over the line, Nylander holds on, and now downhill, Cowan in the slot. Ekman-Larsson scores! Oliver Ekman-Larsson gives the Leafs life with goal number 3 on the season.
Totally against you. Here's another example. This time it's the Canadians back off the line. Now you got some crisscross, some traffic in front with Tavares, a little push and shove as he's fighting in the front of the net with Dobson. And you could see the reaction to Dobas. He's
Easton Cowan as Nylander knocked down in the corner. There's Cowan. Ekman-Larsson in front, and that off the post.
The slapper. And the one thing, you talked a lot about Oliver Ekman-Larsson, he's not afraid to do that. Just get it to the net, because clearly put this game away.
Riley bumps it back to Maccelli. Here's Matthias Maccelli over the line. Cowan's out there, Nylander. And now he'll be to the bench. Domi comes on as the extra attacker. It'll be Riley across. Nylander steps and scores. Power play goal. It's 4-2.
Well, you wonder why Marty St. Louis is so upset, because he knows exactly what an influence that could have on the game. Fight from your young player and just continue playing on. Instead, you get an opportunity for the Leafs here. Domi does a good job getting in front, and it's right through the legs. Watch the release of Nylander. His head up the whole way. The shooting lane's taken away, but he goes through the legs of Andrew.
On the play, here's Robertson trying to work his way out. Michael Matheson off the skeet to Robertson, and Josh Anderson will nail it. Second of the game for Anderson. And that'll put it on ice.
In the neutral zone, a little backhand pass off the boards, bounces right to him in a spinorama right in the center of the net there.
The Canadians are going to win their 11th of the year, and just their second in the last 11 head-to-head against Toronto.